Let's kick it off with the teams that absolutely crushed the offseason. While some franchises were hitting the snooze button, these front offices were cooking up masterpieces. One of the biggest winners has to be the Washington Commanders. They didn't just tinker around the edges, they went all in. First, they landed wide receiver Deebo Samuel from the San Francisco 49ers for just a 2025 fifth-round pick. Fifth-round pick. That's like trading loose change for a brand-new sports car. Samuel's ability to turn a 2-yard slant into a 60-yard rumble is exactly what rookie QB Jaden Daniels needed. But Washington wasn't done shopping. They flipped multiple picks to Houston to grab Laramie Tunsil, one of the best left tackles in football. Protecting Daniels had to be the priority, and with Tunsil anchoring the line, the Commanders now have a legitimate chance to build a high-powered offense right away. This wasn't about slow rebuilding. It's not rocket science, it's just smart. Washington's message? Forget rebuilding. We're trying to win right now. The New York Giants also played the draft board perfectly. Using the number 3rd overall pick to land edge rusher, Abdul Carter gave their defense a cornerstone for the future. Then, in a bold but smart move, the Giants traded up to number 25 to grab QB Jackson Dart, giving up some mid-round picks but keeping their critical 2026 first and second rounders. In a single night, the Giants potentially found their future defensive star and quarterback without wrecking their future flexibility. It was aggressive, but it was strategic, not desperate. Giants fans, you might actually have reasons to smile again. Speaking of wizardry, the Philadelphia Eagles did that thing they always do, make everyone else look 2 steps behind. They pulled off one of the cleanest draft day moves, jumping up just one spot, from number 32 to number 31, to snag linebacker Jihad Campbell. What did it cost? Just a 5th rounder. That's like paying thrift store prices for designer gear. Owner Jeffrey Lurie reportedly pushed hard to make sure Campbell didn't slip away, and he was right to. Campbell brings speed, instincts, and serious upside to a defense that needed juice in the middle. Minimal cost, maximum chaos potential. Classic Philly. Meanwhile, out in the Nevada desert, the Las Vegas Raiders finally stopped rolling dice at the quarterback position. They shipped a 2025 third-rounder to Seattle for Geno Smith, a move that deserves way more attention than it's getting. Steady, proven, unshakable. After years of quarterback roulette, Vegas didn't need another mystery box. They needed an adult in the room, and Geno's that dude. Smart, reliable, no drama. Vegas just found some stability, which is ironic, considering it's Vegas. And then there's the Jacksonville Jaguars, who swung big. In one of the boldest draft trades of the year, they moved up to grab Travis Hunter, striking a deal with Cleveland that included a 2026 first-rounder and multiple high-value picks. Hunter isn't just a weapon, he's a cheat code. Corner, receiver, take your pick. He brings two-way explosiveness that the NFL hasn't seen in years. And paired with Trevor Lawrence, that's a Madden-level combo with real-life impact. This wasn't a build-for-the-future move. This was a win-now, win-loud kind of deal. And honestly, it might be the most high-upside swing of the entire offseason. But while Travis Hunter was rocketing up the draft, his college quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, was sliding hard. Once projected as a top 10 lock, Sanders nosedived like a stone through water, falling all the way to the 5th round before the Cleveland Browns mercifully ended his free fall. The same team that traded away the pick that became Travis Hunter decided Sanders' slide had gone far enough. Teams passed over Shedeur again and again, citing concerns about his interviews, attitude, and how his game might translate at the next level. Still, that drop felt brutal, especially when you factor in everything he did at Colorado. Big-time production, toughness behind a shaky O-line, delivering strikes under pressure, and he carried himself with the poise of a 10-year vet. Now, with Deshaun Watson likely out for the season, the Browns suddenly have a highly motivated rookie who now has something to prove, and Shedeur might get his shot a lot sooner than anyone expected. Don't be surprised if he shows up to camp with a chip on his shoulder the size of the Rocky Mountains. And if he ends up starting in Week 1, that 5th-round pick could go down as one of the biggest draft steals in recent memory. While Shedeur Sanders waits for his opportunity to silence the doubters, other players are quietly walking into perfect situations that nobody's talking about. The sleeper free agent heists. While casual fans were busy tracking the mega deals splashing across their Twitter feeds, the real football minds were watching a different category of moves, the sleeper signings that might not pop off the screen now but could rewrite playoff races come December. One of the most fascinating sleeper moves this offseason is quarterback Sam Darnold's landing with the Seattle Seahawks on a 3-year, $110.5 million deal, a number that raised some eyebrows initially. However, under the guidance of new offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, Darnold is set for a career resurgence. Kubiak's system is focused on pre-snap motion and simplifying reads, and that fits Darnold's skill set perfectly. With a talented supporting cast around him and a system designed to play to his strengths, Darnold has a real shot at shaking off his bust label and leading Seattle back into contention. If Darnold can't succeed here, well, it might finally be time to open that Chick-fil-A franchise. Then there's Najee Harris joining forces with the Los Angeles Chargers and new head coach Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh's smash-mouth style fits Najee like a glove. In Pittsburgh, he was often misused. In LA, he's about to be unleashed like a kid at recess. Power, hands, grit, Najee's ready for a second act, and it could be a blockbuster. The Houston Texans pulled a veteran move too, adding Darius Slay to a young secondary that needed a babysitter and a baller. Slay's football IQ is still elite, even if his 40 time needs a little extra stretching these days. He brings leadership, playoff experience, and proven coverage ability to a defense on the rise under DeMeco Ryans. And don't sleep on the Carolina Panthers picking up Rico Dowdle. Underrated, overlooked, underused, now he's got a shot at becoming the guy in Carolina's backfield. Runs hard, catches clean, no fumbles. Exactly the type of dude coaches trust when games get ugly. These aren't just filler moves, these are chess pieces that could shape the playoff picture by December. Under-the-radar trades. Big trades make headlines. Smart trades win championships. Under-the-radar trades don't generate instant hype, but they fill crucial needs, unlock hidden talent, and sometimes change the trajectory of an entire season. First, the Dallas Cowboys pulled off a smart, low-cost deal by acquiring outside linebacker Kenneth Murray from the Tennessee Titans. Once a first-round pick by the Chargers, Murray has all the physical tools, speed, size, range, but struggled with consistency and scheme fit early in his career. After a short stint with the Titans, the Cowboys saw an opportunity to buy low on a still young linebacker who can thrive in the right environment. In Dallas, Murray joins a defense loaded with pass-rushing talent. He won't be asked to do too much. Instead, he can focus on specific assignments like covering backs and tight ends or spying mobile quarterbacks. With Dan Quinn's departure, new defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer's system emphasizes discipline and physicality, two traits Murray can thrive under if developed properly. All Murray has to do is fly around, hit people, and not overthink it. Simple enough, right? This could be a quiet steal. The Minnesota Vikings also made a sneaky good move by rescuing running back Jordan Mason from San Francisco's overcrowded backfield. In the Bay Area, Mason was the forgotten man behind Christian McCaffrey's spotlight. But look deeper, and you'll find gold. A bruising runner who averaged over 5 yards per carry whenever Kyle Shanahan remembered he existed. That's not just efficient, that's elite production hiding in plain sight. Minnesota's running back room needed both an infusion of talent and someone who could handle the dirty work after Alexander Madison's departure. In Mason, they found a battering ram with surprising burst, who thrives in exactly the zone running scheme that Kevin O'Connell's offense is built around. He's not just depth, he's the type of player who could take over games in December when defenses are worn down and the elements demand a power running attack. Don't be shocked if Mason goes from who to how did everyone miss this guy by midseason. But if you want to talk about moves that could reshape playoff brackets, look no further than the Houston Texans snagging Stephon Diggs from Buffalo. While Diggs did suffer a late-season ACL injury, his arrival gives second-year quarterback C.J. Stroud a proven #1 target alongside Nico Collins and Tank Dell. Diggs' route-running precision, big playability, and veteran leadership immediately elevate Houston's offense into one of the most dangerous in the AFC. If he returns to form, even at 90%, Diggs could be the piece that pushes the Texans from playoff hopeful to legitimate contender. C.J. Stroud's about to feel like it's Christmas morning every Sunday, and he's the only kid with presence. But perhaps the most stunning move came when the Pittsburgh Steelers acquired star wide receiver DK Metcalf from the Seahawks. For years, the Steelers have struggled to build a good roster of receivers. They've had flashes, but no true star. That search ended the moment Metcalf became a Steeler for a second-round pick. Teams also swapped 6th and 7th rounders, but the headline here is clear. Pittsburgh finally has a game-changing wide receiver. Metcalf gives the Steelers a weapon they haven't had since peak Antonio Brown. At 6 feet 4 inches, 235, the guy's a mismatch machine. Outmuscles corners, outruns safeties, wins contested catches like he's in an NBA rebounding drill. And the best part? He doesn't need a perfect ball. Just throw it near him and he'll go get it. Whoever ends up starting at QB in Pittsburgh just had their job get a whole lot easier. Seattle reportedly wanted a first-rounder in exchange for their star, so Pittsburgh getting him for less was a win on its own. Even better? Metcalf signed an extension right after the deal. So not only did the Steelers grab a top-tier talent, they locked him in for the long haul. None of these trades were the splashiest of the offseason, but each one filled a key strategic need. While the headlines focused on blockbuster deals, the real power shifts happened behind the scenes. Teams aren't just stacking talent, they're outsmarting each other. They made moves that filled real needs, added depth, and positioned themselves for both short-term success and long-term stability. One thing's for sure, the power structure in the NFL is shifting fast. And this season, it's about to be one of the wildest rides we've ever seen. Which offseason move do you think will make the biggest impact? Drop your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. We're dropping NFL heat all season long. And don't stop here. Catch our follow-up video, Who Really Won the Offseason After the Draft? Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.